You're listening to the Open Books Podcast.
Your next chapter starts now.
Is it love, 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 love that I'm feeling? Is it love, 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 love that I'm feeling? Is she the one?
Hey guys, welcome back to the Open Books Podcast. It's your girl Amber.
And I'm Colby. Hello. We are here today to do a very quick little fun mini episode, and it's going to be a book Would You Rather. Sounds
I'm
very
intrigued by this.
intrigued. I love a good Would You Rather game. Whenever I'm drinking, this just makes me think. I'm always like, should we play Never Have I Ever?
Okay,
Should we
so-
play Would You Rather?
Guys, quick game of Never Have I Ever. And then it's just like the most insane.
Things. That is me every time. I cannot help it.
Is that your toxic trait?
That is my toxic trait, 100%. Or that's like my drunk party thing.
Yes.
Like I'm always like, should we just like play a game of Never Have I Ever?
10 fingers up.
Everyone else. Maybe I should start doing Would You Rather instead of Never Have I Ever to switch it up a little bit.
Would you rather
Let's hear it.
is, would you rather is a hard game.
It is, and you can learn a lot about someone, and
Bingo.
it's hard to come up with answers because some of the Would You Rather questions really make you dig deep. Like, would I rather?
I question every single time.
Me too. Like
I say it and then I'm like,
yeah.
shoot, I should have chose the other option.
I know. I think everybody can relate to that. So don't take our answers like 100%. Like I'm also somebody who is easily influenced, and I will go back.
Oh my
like,
gosh, same.
If you say like, but this is probably better because I'm like, fuck yeah, you're right.
No,
So
literally an episode ago, Colby had me convinced that we just need a little tropical storm.
just a little one. Okay. Well, let's just get right
Yeah,
into
let's
this
do
one
it.
because this one's gonna be fun. So I'll ask you the questions. You tell me the answers, and then I'll tell you my answers too.
Okay.
Okay. The first one. Would you rather read the book or watch the movie first?
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
It truly depends, but I'm going to play the game right and pick one.
Okay.
Read the book first.
Okay, same. It also does truly depend, though, and here's why. Because sometimes the movie or the TV show will, like, suck, and it might ruin the book for you,
Absolutely.
which always sucks. But like we said, I think in our very first episode, like, it's so cool to be like, I read the book first.
Yeah. Like, I'm sorry. I know that piece of dialogue was not in the movie. But
So true.
let's think. Like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I've never
Right.
read the book, but I've watched the movie.
So many times.
I'm not going to read the book.
That
though.
movie's literally amazing.
It is.
Can't catch me with the book.
I'm not reading the book. But
Yeah, and sometimes it really is beautiful when like they match up or they lead up. One TV show that I really liked that I never did read the book was Tell Me Lies. Have you ever seen that?
no.
It's on Hulu. You would like it.
Tell Me Lies.
It's really good. It's really like college drama-y, but
Okay, yeah,
it's
I never watched
but
it.
it's like dark,
Mhm.
and everybody said that the book was not as good. So in that case, I'm glad that I just watched the show.
Yeah.
So okay.
Good point. Good
Yeah.
point.
Next, would you rather have been rewarded a lifetime worth of books or a lifetime of reading books? So a lifetime of time to read the books.
No. I'm going to go, what's the first option?
Would you rather have been rewarded a lifetime worth of books or a lifetime worth of time to read the
time
books?
to read the books.
Yes.
But not like I'm living forever.
Oh God, no.
That's where I draw the line.
That's, no.
Okay, I definitely want the time to read the books because what's the sense in having a lifetime worth of books that I can't read?
Period. That's such a good answer.
Period, poo. I was ready for that one.
100%. And we literally just talked about needing more time to read books. So
Well,
that one's
There's
that
never enough time.
never. Okay, would you rather be in the TV adaptation of your favorite book or the fictional world of your favorite book?
We all know my favorite book.
Right. So would you want to live in Evelyn Hugo's world or star in the movie of Evelyn Hugo? That's hard.
That's
because like
really
you could
difficult.
be what are you going to say no to being famous? If you could star in the movie?
You mean I'm going to be Evelyn Hugo?
Right.
Or I get to live in the world and
Both of those
like
sound
meet her in the fictional life?
Ah, that's really hard.
Okay,
Both of
I
those
have
sound
to pick
good.
one.
Hmm.
I think I would pick the fictional world
Okay.
just because that's so like
Yeah.
wouldn't happen, but how cool would it be if it could?
Yeah, to
Plus
live in that
Netflix-
world.
Exactly. And Netflix is bringing Evelyn Hugo to life for me.
Right. They already got their
It better
actors
not
and
disappoint.
actresses.
That's right.
Okay, I would have to agree that I think I would want to live in a fictional world.
Which fictional world would you choose?
So now I'm thinking, like, what fictional world would I choose? I think it would be...
Because it cannot be our thriller worlds, because
Right.
holy heck,
Why
that would
would-
suck.
Why would I want to live a thriller? Like, that's traumatizing.
That is traumatizing.
I'm just, like, right off the top of my head, I'm thinking Twilight. Like, I would 100% love to be Bella.
Oh, your chin's gonna quiver and you're gonna
Oh.
tuck your hair behind your
I
ear.
can't go in the light, like I'm gonna shine. Obsessed with vampires. Okay, not so much really anymore. I do think I'm kind of out of my vampire phase in my adulthood, but I was deep in it and would have done anything to live in the fictional world of Stephanie Meyer's Twilight series.
Yeah.
So I'll stand by that answer.
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
And
okay.
you're definitely a Twilight girly, so that's definitely your
100%.
fictional.
At heart,
world.
for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, would you rather meet your favorite author or meet your favorite character?
Meet my favorite character.
100%.
Hundo
I
P.
really not interested in getting to know authors. It really throws me off with books.
Yeah.
Like, love them, appreciate them,
Right.
but then I'm thinking of them when I'm reading.
I know, and I can't have that association throughout the book.
I need to disassociate from who actually wrote the book.
Absolutely. Was it you and I talking about?
Yeah.
I think I sent you a TikTok where it was like,
oh yeah,
it was like
authors on the back
authors
of the
on
book.
the back of like a horror book, and they're just like big smile.
Right,
But
it's like
that's really
authors
all
who
you
just
think
wrote
about.
the most disturbing
Yes.
things they've ever thought of, and it's like,
A big giant smile.
right. I don't want to think about that.
No.
I need to be immersed in the world. I don't want to know what the author looks like. That freaks
I know.
me out.
Isn't that weird? That's gotta have a name.
Yes, like a
There's
it's like
that
a
has-
phobia or something. If there's not,
We should create a
we
word
should and trademark it
and trademark it and have it put in Webster's.
100%.
The fear of associating an author's face with the book.
Wait, yes, so real.
It's
oh
real.
my god,
That is real.
okay. Would you rather only read a series or only read standalones?
Standalones.
Me too. I'm like really not a series girl.
I'm not either.
No, I'm into quick standalones.
Quick. Yes.
Yeah.
Page turners. It's very rare. I think truly the only series that I've ever kept up with and followed through with was the Ravenhood series.
Oh yeah, and
was
I didn't even really finish that one.
I was so enthralled.
I was
into
enthralled
that
in the
book.
first two for sure. The only series I ever really read was like in high school when I was reading Hunger Games and the Twilight series. So when I was younger, I was more into series.
See, and I never like Harry Potter. I've only
Never really read those.
nope didn't read the whole entire collection.
No, me either.
Twilight didn't read the entire collection.
Yeah,
I don't
Yeah.
even know if I read the first Twilight. If I'm being honest,
you might have just been a movies girl.
I think that was. Wrap around to question number one.
Circle back.
Okay.
So agreed. I'm a standalone girl.
Absolutely.
Okay, would you rather read one book at a time or multiple books? And we did just talk about this.
One book at a time.
Yeah.
Not by like what I.
Like
Not by
choose it.
choice,
Right.
but it's just all I can handle.
Yeah. I don't know how someone can juggle. That's like having like a million tabs up.
Yeah.
How do you juggle those different books?
I know it might.
The characters, they don't all intertwine for you.
I know it's also like seems a little overwhelming, but I guess it's not.
Yeah, some people might do it. I think for me, like I don't like having something incomplete. Like it would bother me to open up a new one if I'm only on like 40% on
right.
the other one.
Yeah, I get that completely.
Yeah. Okay. Would you rather only read physical books or only read ebooks?
Ebooks like a Kindle,
Mm-hmm. I guess so, yeah.
and I have to choose one.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of people would probably disagree with this, but I think I'm going to say my Kindle.
Me too.
It's just easier for me to read on a Kindle.
Mm-hmm.
And look, I get the whole physical book, holding a book, the smell of a book.
Yep.
I completely agree. But if I'm thinking about convenience,
Yes.
like I think you mentioned on an episode, like laying in bed, your husband's going to sleep, I can read on my Kindle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Convenience is the perfect way to put it. I completely agree. Kindle, of course, like I love having the book to show that I read it. But if I have to choose one forever, it's 100% a Kindle.
I'm right there with you, sister.
Please let us know if y'all agree with this or if you're a Kindle and book person.
Yeah.
That's
Please
an
do.
interesting conversation. Would you rather live in one of the factions from Divergent or one of the districts in Hunger Games? Well, this is only if you've read either one of these books. Amber's face is like, excuse me?
I'm like, what?
What?
What? Okay, so I am familiar with the Hunger Games.
Okay.
that seems like a really sucky situation.
Yeah, it does. Unless you literally live in like District 1, I think is like the
Right.
rich people.
Right.
And I don't know really Divergent that
That's what I was
much.
about to ask. Divergent. I feel like that's like a world. Isn't
It's
that like apocalyptic, or is
Yeah.
it like World War Z?
You know what?
Hold on. I think I am going to take a little look.
Take a little gander.
Just to be fair.
Yeah, to be fair, I did not read Divergent, and I really didn't watch the movies either, but I know that this is like a cult, has like a cult following, so don't come for us. The fact that we didn't read these books, I think, though, I really don't know if I have an answer to this question.
It's dystopian.
Dystopian. Okay,
Let's see.
we're coming, you guys. We want to give y'all a fair answer.
Yeah. Identity, choice, divergence. It's a book about choosing who you are.
Yeah, and they get in like
Okay,
different
so
groups.
It is. So it's kind of like Hunger Games. Like,
Mhm. I'm gonna go with Divergent.
I think I am too, because it says like there's a space for the clever,
Mm-hmm.
a space for the peaceful.
Like
a
you can
space
kind
for
of fight for where you want to be.
what you believe in, maybe.
Mhm.
And I could be wrong. Please don't come for us.
No, I definitely think that's the premise because I've seen the first movie, and I'm gonna say no to Hunger Games because I don't want to fight for my life against multiple people who are probably way stronger and faster
Right,
than
but
me.
are we physically fighting in Divergent?
Yeah, we are. But I think you're more with a group. Hunger Games, like you're for yourself. Like you literally have to be the last.
Survival of the fittest.
Yeah, you have to be the
we
last one
already know
standing.
I'm not going to be
100%.
dead. She's dead.
In the apocalypse, I will be the first one to go.
Right, but in a group setting, it's like, what is
Right.
her strength? She's going to help
Exactly.
the group.
Right, exactly. I can take care of the children. You guys go fight.
She's a mother.
She's a mother. But in the Hunger Games, like I will be the first to die. That one is like you fight for your life till the death. The only winner
Yeah,
of the
you're
Hunger
right.
Games is when everyone else is dead. Of course, besides Katniss and Peeta, because
Right.
they end up making it together.
Peeta.
Peeta Malark.
Okay, so we're living in the fractions.
We're gonna live in Divergent.
Cool.
Okay. Would you rather never read a new release or never be able to reread a book that you liked?
never be able to reread a book that I like
Me too.
because I already have the experience.
Yeah, I'm not a rereader. Are you?
No.
I've never reread a book. That's a lie. I've reread this one book that I was obsessed with in high school, Looking for Alaska.
Oh, you mentioned that.
Yeah, because I like needed to know if it stood
Yeah.
the test of time, and it did for
It
me.
did?
But other than that, I'm not a rereader,
No.
so I'm good on that.
I'm good with never rereading a book that I liked.
Me too. Okay. Would you rather every book start with "Once upon a time" or every book end with "And they lived happily ever after"?
Once upon a time.
Me too. Because no, I don't want them to always live happily ever after.
No,
it's
no.
not realistic.
Exactly. But like once upon a time,
Anything
a
could happen.
serial killer walked into a bar. Like
Exactly. The possibilities are
They're
endless.
endless.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't
Such
want
a-
everything to end happily ever after.
No, that's not the point. All right. Would you rather be able to never buy a book again or never borrow a book again? So I guess this is hard. Maybe never have a book. Make this question make sense.
So it's like if I never can buy a book again, is it never a book that I want? I can just always borrow books that people have.
Maybe it's you never able to buy a book again. Like you can't have it for yourself. Like you can't keep it on your shelf, but you can borrow one and give back. So which one would you rather?
And that's unlimited. I can
I
borrow
think it's
as many as I
unlimited.
want.
Mm-hmm.
I'll save some money and I'll borrow unlimited books
I was gonna say.
from a friend.
I was gonna say I agree with that.
And there's like multiple people in our lives that read,
Mhm.
and they're lovely people, and I'm sure they'd let us borrow their books all the time.
100%. I'm gonna go with the same answer.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. Even though I have giant bookshelves to fill, so maybe I need to pick the
You
other
probably
one.
should buy the books.
Okay. Would you rather have to reread your least favorite book every month, or never read your favorite book again? So this one's kind of like the last one that we just said, as far as
Excuse me.
rereading.
Wait, reread that question again,
Okay,
please.
Would you rather have to reread your least favorite book every month, torture, or never read your favorite book again?
I'll just never read my favorite book again, because if I have to read Tender as the Flesh every month,
That's exactly where my brain went.
crime, jail.
Jail. I literally thought of Tender as the Flesh when I read this question.
Immediately.
I would rather do anything than reread that book, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Okay, would you rather have a disappointing ending with an unfulfilled cliffhanger, or lose your favorite character? So, like, the favorite character dies. That's a hard one.
That is a hard one. If I'm being honest, neither one of them I really.
Mm-hmm.
Eh.
I'm going to go with I'd rather lose my favorite character because maybe it, like, serves a purpose for a certain character to die.
I can see that.
Yeah.
And what was the other one? Just like a horrible ending with a cliffhanger?
Mm-hmm. Which that sucks too.
That does piss you off though in some respects.
Yeah, I really like a wrap up to an ending.
Yeah.
I really like a book to like tie all loose ends.
Very true. Okay, I think I'll go with losing my
Yeah.
favorite character.
Mm-hmm. I think so too.
Okay, yeah, I stand by that.
Okay, would you rather read a cringy romance or a frustrating thriller?
Frustrating thriller.
Me too. I'm sorry, I just can't with cringy romances.
I know.
I've tried.
Yeah,
It's just hard for me.
it is.
It's hard to get through.
It is hard to get through because it's like Jesus.
Come
I
on.
don't care. Just
That's the thing, okay? You have to read books that you care about. I'm learning this. I think we said this before, but I'm learning this that, like, I think I'm just going to start sticking to what I know I like because I don't want to get in book slumps because I'm reading a book that's just, like, not my style.
I couldn't have said that better.
Yeah.
Like I commend us
For trying.
for trying
Yes.
and stepping out of our comfort zone.
Yes.
But there's a reason that people have like niche likes.
That's so true. And I think it's okay to embrace that.
100%. And I think people appreciate
Mhm.
that we like the books that we like.
Yeah, definitely. So this is advice to everybody too. Like, take it from us. Like, we're learning. We tried other genres. We're trying other genres, and we probably still will. But like, I think that in order to like stay in our reading zone, like I think we need to stick to what we know we like, which is like psychological thrillers.
Yeah, and it's definitely like keeps it fresh for us.
Yeah, exactly. All right, last one. Would you rather Edward Cullen or Jacob Black? Now, this would be if you've read the books, but you can go off the movie
I was
for
gonna say
sure.
I'm going off the movie.
Go off the movie.
Oh wow.
I'm in the market for a Twilight rewatch, by the way.
We should do it.
We should.
We 100% should. Okay, don't say yours yet
Okay.
because you are a Twilight girl.
I am, and like this is a very hard question
So like
for me.
what I'm weighing out right now isn't going to be the same things that are probably going through your head.
Okay.
Oof.
Like are yours more surface level? Like
Absolutely surface level. Like I'm not as invested. I don't love them as much as
Yeah.
like the Twilight community.
Yes.
Shit. Jacob.
Me too. Wait, I thought you were gonna say Edward.
No.
Okay, I've always been a Jacob girl.
Yeah.
He's just like hotter.
surface level.
Taylor Lautner, come on. But
I
like
know.
when you read the books though, like looking back, like okay, yeah, Edward and Bella, they are this like magical love story, but like they were also kind of toxic. Like Jacob is more fun loving.
He wasn't as serious.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be
He
that
smiled.
serious. Edward's like, don't look at me. I'm gonna eat you. So
I know.
mysterious. And I love Taylor Lautner. Come
Yeah.
on.
It's
Taylor Lautner.
What's not to love?
Exactly. But also love Robert Pattinson. So it is a
yeah,
hard
he's
question.
great. He's a great
Yeah.
actor. But if I
Yeah.
had to choose like
Mm-hmm.
who I'm gonna be with,
It's gonna be Jacob.
it's Jacob.
Yeah. Okay, well that was it. So much
Yay,
fun.
that was fun.
Maybe next time we'll do Never Have I Ever book edition.
Wait,
Ooh,
that's a good
that is a good one.
idea.
I'll keep
Okay, Colby, that's
right.
a great idea.
I'll keep that one on top of mind.
Yes,
All right, well we'll be back soon for
Yay.
Haunting Adeline.
finally.
Well, I think that's it. This was so
That's
much
everything.
fun. Love y'all. Thank y'all for
Love
listening.
you.
Follow us on Instagram at Open Books Podcast. Send us your thoughts. Send us your ideas. We want to talk to y'all.
Hang out with us.
Hang out with us. Be
Send
our
the
friend.
thoughts.
Be our friends.
The huge.
Love y'all. Bye.
Love you. Bye.